A lot of people in the UK are really upset about the desecration of one of their churches, which happened with the blessings, I suppose, of David Bodaith, the Dean of Canterbury. And the desecration was done by this artist, Alex Velis, which is very interesting because this is a Marxist, a member of a terrorist organization as identified by the President of the United States, an organization by the name of Antifa. And if you look at the Antifa logo, they have a black flag and a red flag. And if you're wondering what that symbolizes, well, red stands for communism. Black stands for anarchy, right? So in the house of God, they invited a person living a sinful life that is spraying anarcho-communist messages, right? So the church is now associating with Marxism. For those of you that don't know history, the Marxists, especially the Soviet Union, have murdered millions of Christians and have destroyed hundreds of churches with historical significance that we will never have back. And while, it's not a problem for the church to associate itself with sinners. I mean, there is a saying in Orthodoxy that the church's door is open even to the brothel. It usually is done if the person repents. And if the person tries to live a Christian life in the way that the priest describes. Which I don't think we're going to see here. And so this is why people are upset about this. It also sends a message, I guess, like God's beauty isn't enough. Because, like, why would you do something like this, right? Like, it's pretty much like an advertisement. It's like a corporate logo in a house of God. And I guess, like, the message is, well, the clergy is inefficient at getting believers. And so we're reaching out, we're expanding to other ideologies in order to help us get more people. My question is, though, would you see this happening in any mosque in Britain? Because I understand, like, okay, Christians are bigots and they're ostracizing people and they're marginalizing communities. Like, okay, fine, fair enough. Is there a single mosque in the entire nation of England, and I know there's a lot of them, is there a single mosque that would allow something like this to happen there? And if not, why not? But again, like, this is not part of the argument, right? Like, they don't want to frame it in context. They don't want to put it like that. Now, of course, people in England, they're outraged about it. But my take is, like, why isn't this happening in Eastern Europe? Like, why is there not a single church in Eastern Europe that would allow something like this? Okay, like, the only way it would happen is if someone tries to sneak in and does it, and the next day it would be washed up. But, like, in England, it was done with the blessings of this person. Interesting, isn't it, right? There's two reasons for it. Number one, there aren't that many Christians in England. I have my own theories on why this is. There used to be, like England used to be an extremely Christian nation. Extremely so. And very moral busybody, like filled with Karens. And you still have the remnants of that ideology in Keir Starmer's government, right? Like the concept of safetyism, the concept that everything you do affects society, and so society has to regulate all of your activities. Like, that existed in Britain. And people were fed up with it, right? And they got disgusted with it. Now, when you tell people how to live their life based on a book, they're going to start hating that book. If the way you're telling them is irrational, if you're making arguments that they don't resonate with, and every time, like, they're trying to argue with you, it's like, okay, but why are you forbidding me from doing this? Why are you the fun police? And you say, well, because the book says so. Well, people are going to start literally despising the book. And I'm telling you this, and I know, like, a lot of people don't want to hear it, or they're thinking I'm making it up. I used to be in the atheist community, right? Like, back in the day. And so I spoke with atheists. I know why they became atheists, and that was the reason. And so we didn't have this in Eastern Europe. Like, in Eastern Europe, the churches were fine. And so if you have, like, a generation that's filled with atheists, obviously they don't care, right? If you go to a Muslim church, to a Muslim mosque, and you do something like this, there are religious people there. They do care. And so, if you don't have religious people, you're not going to have churches. Like the churches require funding, and the funding comes from charity, and it comes from people, going to the church, giving the super chats in the donation box. And if you don't have that, well, they're going to try to find funding elsewhere. So like probably someone somewhere has either gave it a loan that's like ESG required, or some government organization or someone paid the church at some point and said, you need to promote marginalized voices. And in order to promote those marginalized voices, they did this. That's my understanding. Again, like a cynical person from Eastern European, that's how I view it. And it's also like such a horrible display. It's like promoting marginalized voices, right? And so you're using graffiti, which is associated with vandalism and street art and cheapness, to promote the BIPOC community. I hope the artist keeps promoting the BIPOC community and never my community, because I don't want those types of promoters for my community. But seriously, right? Like there used to be a time in the 90s when I found one of my favorite genres of music. And that was jazz. I still like jazz music to this day. I usually listen to it during Christmas instead of Christmas carols, because I just got bored of Christmas carols after 39 years of my life. I heard them so many times. It's like, okay. So now I'm listening to jazz music when it's snowing outside. And black people have made jazz music. And of course, it's awe-inspiring. It's like, well, and I would associate, like black culture with jazz. And then the social justice activists come along and like, no, that's racist. Associating black culture with jazz. No, racist. And so like I need to associate black people now with hood art. Or if you associated black people with sports. I used to watch basketball when I was young, and one of my favorite players was Michael Jordan. Because he also starred into that cartoon, that Looney Tunes, right? And I liked it as well. And I like Michael Jordan. No, you can't associate black people with sports. No, that's racist, no. And so you need to associate them with what? Vandalism? It doesn't even fit the aesthetics, right? Like look at it. It doesn't fit with anything else. It's almost like a mark. It's literally designed like a dog takes a piss on a tree to mark the tree. This is what you're having here. It's like if the church was abandoned and no one was there, you could see like some hooligans going in and spraying that on the wall. That's how it seems for normal people. And I'm an atheist, okay? Like I don't give a shit. But at the same time, I do care about culture, right? It's like it's kind of sad to see like a historical building being vandalized like this. And of course, it's the priest's fault for not being able to keep believers believing. There's like this idea that I see in the West that religion can only happen by force. And it's probably because of the interaction with the Muslims, right? Like their religion is being spread in a different way because it's a different book. Like their religion is built around compelling others to, right, to submit. Christianity, in my opinion, especially the Orthodox Church, operates differently. Like Christianity creates awe and wonder, and you look at a Christian church, and even I as an atheist get to feel something, and there's ritual and there's mysticism, and they want people to go there by themselves. Like there's even a saying like the church doesn't come to you, like people will find the church when they need it. And in my opinion, that creates sustainability. That actually creates a less frictionless society. It creates the generation gap that's not so brutal like you see in the Anglosphere. And it allows believers to stay in church so that shit like this doesn't happen. This would not happen. Or a Romanian babushka, that's all you needed. A single Romanian babushka in this church would have prevented this atrocity. Let me know what you guys think though, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.